Hi, this is Ethan with Combat Radio with a look at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Directed by my buddy Toby Hooper and starring a friend of mine, Gunnar Hansen, as Leatherface. Gunnar, who I loved very much, was also the backup Santa Claus at our annual Christmas event for social services every year. Look at this. Bam! This is a fake hammer he decks him with, but Gunnar told me he was so stunned by this actor's response that he almost forgot to drag him in the room and slam the door shut. This movie was inspired by a Christmas shopping excursion where Toby Hooper imagined cutting through the crowd with a chainsaw. It's also loosely inspired by the horrific work of Ed Gein, but that's it. Gunnar told me that he and the cast and the crew for years would get in arguments with fans about how real this was. That Leatherface was real, that Leatherface was in a Texas prison someplace, that they were related to Leatherface, or that their family was attacked by Leatherface. And at times it got pretty combative. But this is a work of fiction. The house, by the way, which was in Austin, was moved about 60 miles west to Kingsland, where it was refabbed and opened up as a restaurant. The restaurant closed in 2012, but somebody told me it opened back up, though I can't confirm that. A copy of this movie sits in the New York Museum of Modern Art, justifiably so. It's a masterpiece. I mean, this is the little movie that could. There were no expectations on this movie, and look at the punch it delivers. Although it should not just be looked at by film schools, it should also be looked at by business law and entertainment law classes, because the distribution contractual side of this movie is an absolute disaster. But that's a story for another day. The movie's here for you now. You've probably seen it. If you have, see it again. And if you haven't, well, you must be living in North Korea. So I would say check it out. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.